Okay, girl, I don't know what you did to this joker now, but I'm telling you, I'm over here trying to set up to get this reading going, and the messages are coming so quick, I can't even get the deck out, child. Now, this is somebody who I feel like if y'all are in separation, it's pretty recent. Like, this ain't nobody you ain't seen in 20 years or nothing. Like, this is somebody who you're with and you about to walk out the door because your channel song is Fumble Your Heart, right? But I don't know, though, because I got the channel message, you reminded me, and then you needed to know. And what I heard was 441 is what I saw, right? When I heard that, I saw 441. And God was telling me that the divine masculine is saying, you reminded me, right? But you, queen, you're saying you needed to know. So I don't know if it took you walking away with Fumble Your Heart being your channel song for this person to understand something, but you had to remind them of something. And I feel like you did, child. Yeah, somebody say you reminded me, but then you said you needed to know. All right, y'all. Let's get into the message, child. Let's get into the message. I don't know. Somebody feel like they fumbling, or maybe they've already fumbled you, child. Let's see what's going on, y'all. I am the Lady Empath 1111, y'all. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Queen of Kings Tarot, where behind every king is his queen. That is us, the divine feminine. Our kings are the divine masculine, y'all. Somebody, they're longing for your kiss right now. I'm getting the energy of reminiscing. But this is someone who they couldn't make the decisions necessary to move this union forward. See, this is someone who's going through a lot in their own life right now. And I always tell you, queens, when you're dealing with someone who's going through things in their life and they are a real king, all right, y'all know we talk about real kings, right? If they are a real king, then guess what? They're not going to come to you crazy, right? They just aren't. So somebody's life is a mess right now, and what they don't want to do is fumble you, but I also feel like they're not being honest about what's taking place in their life at this time either. And when that happens, it leaves you to thinking crazy stuff, right? But then that may not be the case. See, you're different from everyone around this person. It's your guiding light. I just saw 2, 3, 4, right? It's the way you, wow, somebody, it's your style and how you live in luxury, child. I just looked up at the screen and the channel song is Luxury Lust. Like, somebody loves how you pamper yourself. Someone you can wear a lot of necklaces, a lot of jewelry. I'm seeing gold. Like, it's a luxury lifestyle. Somebody, it could just be your state of mind, right? Because luxury is a state of mind. So it could be how you carry yourself. But how you carry yourself is very different than the people around this person, right? Very different. It says you are so different from everyone around me. So then let me tell you something, guys. I'm picturing a bunch of sheep, child. And if you the only, right, black sheep, and all the other sheep, gray, dingy, dirty, whatever colors they are, you're gonna stand out, right? But sometimes the one who stands out is the one who gets rejected, y'all. So if you're very different from the people around this person, and they are used to the people around them, then you could, 333, I just saw in the timer, be the one to get the boot, child. Unfortunately, that's how it goes until someone overcomes their fears, y'all. So your differences are actually what could have set you and this person apart, or pushed you apart, is what I'm hearing God say. Yeah, because you were right. You were right. See, I told you, I heard the king say, you reminded me. And then I heard your response, you needed to know. And it's something that you were right about, but this person needed to know it. But let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Delivering a message before someone is ready to receive it, you might as well have kept that shit to yourself. That's just real, y'all. Like, that's just real. If you deliver a message to someone who is not ready to receive it, child, you can hold your breath. Don't even waste your time. Hold on, child. I had to get my water bottle. Y'all know I have to drink water while I'm channeling, child. Hold on, girl. What the hell? Y'all, I keep placing my bottles of water all around the dang home place. Right? But y'all know I'm right. Don't play. You know. Because it's like talking to a wall. Child, that wall ain't heard nothing you said. Right? And let me tell you how I know, because the damn king. Shit. It was stuff I had said so long ago, y'all, and I thought he was getting it. I thought he was understanding. No, because it'll be about a year later, and he say something. I be like, babe, damn, you was not listening to me. But now, of course, he get it all, right? But back then, child, they don't be getting shit you be saying. That's why you just got to be quiet and let them see, child. So there is something that you were right about, though. There's definitely something that you were right about. But sometimes you just got to wait and let them see. Yeah, because this is someone who feels lost. They longing for you. They have a desire for you. They want to kiss you. They picturing your lips, right? Sensational is playing on their radio, child. That's one of y'all songs, Sensational, right? What have you done, right? This person is over here like, what is going on, right? And in the midst of all of the sexual desire and chemistry, they still feel lost. And that's like a question mark. Like, wait, what? Like 555, I just on the timer. Why do I feel so lost, yet I'm still longing for you? So like, for example, if you're in separation with this person, they still thinking about you, and they don't even understand why, because y'all ain't been together in months, years, right? Whatever it is for you, right? But this is someone who could not make a decision either, and that became an issue. Yeah, because this was another issue, y'all. Drugs and alcohol, right? See, somebody was masking their emotions and their feelings by either drinking, partying, a toxic lifestyle, right? It don't have to be drugs and alcohol. It could be any toxic lifestyle. It could be working. It could be anything that's done in the way of avoiding what it is that God is telling you to do, right? So anything that is numbing out the voice of God is toxic, y'all. Let's be clear. So whether it's overworking, overeating, shopping, whatever it is that you do to numb the voice of God is drugs and alcohol, whatever that may be for you. And see, someone, they could not make a decision because God was prompting them to do what? Make a decision. And when God is prompting you to make a decision and you don't, what's the first thing you do, child? Try to numb it. So the emotions, so the feelings, so all of that can go away, right? So they ain't really got to feel what it is that they feeling, right? So no, somebody was numbing out all of the emotions. So when God was bringing these things up in their minds, they were numbing it out, right? So you over here like, well, damn, are you listening? They could have been listening. But by the time they numbed it, child, they forgot everything you said. But now they can't stop thinking about you. Yeah. Their life a mess, child. Their life is a whole mess. But they can't stop thinking about you because you're different. But they don't know who they are. See, and that's the thing. See, this is someone who can identify the fact that you're different from everyone else around them, but they don't know who they are. That's a problem, y'all. 757, that's a problem. Because if they can identify the fact that you different, but they can't identify who they are, then they're torn between you and an old lifestyle or the old people around them. See, this is someone who was definitely torn between that because they knew that you weren't like them, but then they also felt like you weren't like them either, right? You ain't like the people that's around them, which means that you ain't really like them either. Because if they in low vibrational toxic energy and they see you as different, then guess who they see themselves as? Low vibrational and toxic. So now all they can do is focus on the fact that they are different from you. And a lot of times, y'all, some people can't overcome that difference, y'all. Like you will meet a person. This is for y'all ladies who you met somebody and you just knew this was your person, child. You just knew it. Like you knew with every fiber of your being, God was saying this is your person. But they kept harboring on the differences, right? They kept harboring in the lack mindset, right? The mindset that says we too different. I can't have you. We shouldn't be together. Our differences are too much. Whatever their lack mindset tells them. Some kings will rise above that and grow past it. Some won't, y'all. And if they won't, you got to walk away because you cannot then dummy yourself down to fit into their toxic lifestyle. See, somebody, you got to be able to show your person the other side of love and what that looks like, right? I feel like there were people who were placed in this divine masculine's life who were supposed to show them the other side of love. They were. Like, this is someone who could have actually dated some, highly developed other women. I'm not going to say divine feminine because they stepped down off the throne, right? But these were women who they could have come in contact, even married, had children with, whatever it was, that were supposed to show them the other side of love. The issue is, if it's not your person and they are toxic and they have toxic people around them, you're not going to be strong enough to show them the other side of love. Only the true queen, 1010 on the timer, can do that, y'all. Only the true queen can show you the other side of love. And if you are dealing with someone who's dealt with other people who could not show them the other side of love, then why the fuck is you worried about that relationship with the old people? And that's why I say, why do y'all ask people, how is your relationship with your baby mama? How is your relationship with your ex? Why does it fucking matter when you know who you are? It's the insecurities, y'all. I was watching Ready for Love. Y'all know my little show. Watching Ready for Love. And one of the girls on there that's been locked in with old boy. I can't think of their names right now. But they've been locked in since day one. Like, literally since day one. Like, it's just been the two of them. But mind you, you are on a dating show. So there are other people interested, right? So they go to the little cabin or whatever. And a thirsty hoe come over. Y'all know a thirsty hoe is going to do what? Be a thirsty hoe. Let's be clear. So the thirsty hoe come over and she want to throw a leg across old boy. Now, old boy did not have to let her do that, though. He should have definitely moved her leg, right? And then he took it a little further and massaged her neck. Now, boy, stop. You being crazy. But what does that show you, y'all? A difference in maturity. That don't show you deception. She got whole mad, didn't talk to the man for a whole day, pissed off. By what? Because y'all been locked in since day one. So why are you mad that some hood rat done come over here and try to push up on your dude when you know who you are? Express the fact that you didn't like it, absolutely, but don't shut him out, because now you gonna push his ass right on there over to her, stupid. And that's how you lose your man, because he came to her several times trying to apologize, and she got nastier and nastier and nastier. And she better be glad that that man is patient, because that was stupid. Tell him how you feel. Tell him that shit ain't cool. Tell him don't do that shit no more, right? But you ain't got to be mad for 3, 4, 5 days. That's stupid, because in the 3, 4, 5 days, you done let the devil get all up in your shit. That's a message for somebody. Get over yourself, because when you know who you are, you ain't worried about the next bitch. Yeah. Somebody want to know, is it over? Oh, no, this is you. You're asking your person, is it over? Is whatever this is that y'all have been, because see, you were right about something. I told you. You were right about something. Drama is at the bottom of the deck. Y'all don't play with me. See, you were right about some type of drama in your person's life. And this is someone you knew had the desire to want to be different, but you also could not understand why they couldn't be different, is what I'm hearing God say. Yeah, because this is someone who they want to be like you, and they are. Why? Because they're your mirrored soul, right? They are your mirrored soul. They are like you, but they weren't happy. And because they weren't happy, they weren't sure if they could make you happy. I want to see what this drama is. There's something going on. I want to be different. Yeah, somebody wants to be different, but you asking them, is the drama over, right? Is the drama over? Is whatever it is that they've been going through, or whatever it is that they've been hiding, whatever it is it over? Well, let's see, y'all, child. We're gonna see, is it over? All right, we're gonna see. Let me see, y'all. What is this energy? Divine intervention. Yeah, God said it's over. Come on, y'all, don't play. Don't play. You talking about, is it over? No, God said it's over. Divine intervention. So whatever, child, hello, whatever it is that you and this person was going through, oh, it's over. See, y'all are being guided by unseen hands. Divine intervention is redirecting the path of this relationship and is revealing some type of truth and aligning events for spiritual growth. See, when God steps in, God will reveal all truth of who a copycat is versus the real. Don't play with me, right? See, divine truth, God will come in and show the copycat from the real. See, God has exposed some type of copycat energy, child. Someone who has been mimicking your love child, someone who has been mimicking your light girl, someone is mimicking others without originality, seeking validation and recognition by imitating rather than being authentic. See, this is someone who has now been able to identify some type of copycat energy. Yeah, this is someone who has been pretending to be of God and they are not, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. This is someone who has been pretending to be of God, but they are not. Yeah, it's the copycat energy, y'all. It's the copycat energy. And when the copycat energy is running through two people that are supposed to be coming together, and you got a puppet master, y'all, all them cards fell down, and the only two that were upright were these two. What? Coming together, and puppet master don't play. I ain't even got to see what the other ones are because they do not matter. See, there is a copycat energy in the background who has been playing puppet master, not wanting to see you and your person come together. They have been trying to keep you and this person at a distance, manipulating, right, with intentions to separate the two of you guys. And they have been trying to influence the actions and decisions of your person. And God stepped in to reveal it all. Upgrade, child. Somebody's spiritual gifts are being upgraded. Your person is being upgraded as well. Yeah, why? Because when it happens with one, it happens with the other, collective. So if you are experiencing upgrade in your spiritual gifts, do you not feel like your person ain't doing the same thing? Right? And whether that's in separation or in union, right? So if you are separated from your person, that's why I be telling y'all the best thing you can do to bring yourself into union is get into your purpose, child. Up your spiritual gifts, which ups your ranking, and it gives you the authority to shut down some shit and call your person in, child. You better walk in your authority, queen. I'm so confused as to why you alone. See, let me tell you, that stalking energy is over. Come on, that stalking energy is over, right? The gang stalking y'all, the people who watching you, trying to tap into your energy, trying to see what you got going on so that they can copy the energy, y'all. How many people have lost y'all man to a Jezebel, right? I'm just being real. Like, you could have been with somebody and they left you to go with somebody who was nothing like you. But then 6 months later, that person looked just like you. They done dyed their hair, child. They done tried to do everything to copy your energy to keep that person. Well, that's the same thing this is, y'all. If someone can copy your energy and try to duplicate who you are, they can then try to copy, right, whatever it is they feel like you give into your person. But what they cannot do, y'all, is copy the essence of the soul. So that's why it's only temporary. So even if somebody lures your person away because they pretending to be love and light like you, they pretending to be the divine feminine, they pretending, you can only pretend until you reach the soul. And the soul, there is no pretense. And when you understand that you're in a soul level connection, at some point it's gonna get to your person's soul. Why? Because you're working on yourself. Because you in your purpose, because you in your passion. So even if you're in separation, as you are doing what? Developing your soul, guess what? Their soul develops as well. They experience upgrades, and that's how your person walks out of a karmic relationship, y'all. See, you have people who are truly in karmic third party stuff, but the way to get your person out of that karmic third party stuff is still to work on you. Because as you begin to develop as a soul, so does your person. And then they'll be able to see the puppet master in the background and put an end to that shit. Somebody, that shit's over. It says an ending is here. Profound and transformative. It signals a time of shedding the old and embracing the new, child. Making way for growth and renewal. Embrace this transition. It leads to rebirth and new beginnings, child. Right? But this intrusive energy, y'all got to understand, there's been people watching you so that they can try to mimic you, right? To breach your connection. Someone could work for cybersecurity or security, border patrol. Somebody could work for ICE. Yeah, see, there's a lot of unseen factors, queens, and that's what I be telling y'all. See, a lot of times you feel like your person ain't talking to you, right? They ain't coming together, right? But what you don't understand is, y'all, this is coming up under my life is a mess, but I can't stop thinking about you, right? See, the unforeseen factor is the puppet master in the background that has been stopping things from coming together. But if you are so 3D focused that you feel like just because your person ain't told you this and it's not true, then you don't understand spiritual warfare. Right? Because puppet masters may not go to your person and say, don't be with her, because the puppet master may not even know that you exist. Right? But all the puppet master knows is that their energy has changed. And when the energy begins to change, they begin to pull the strings to do what? Get that toxic energy to align back with their toxic energy. And that's how you can have a spiritual spouse, right? Somebody that you feel heavily in the spirit, but they're not coming in the natural. See, if, this is getting quantum for somebody. Somebody, you are in a whole quantum union. Quantum union. Hold on, I gotta add that to the title. Yeah, quantum union is what I'm hearing, because somebody you have a spiritual spouse. It's someone that you feel heavily, and you've been, I heard, made in waiting, right? You've been in waiting, almost waiting for this person because you can feel them. You know that they are there. But what you got to understand is, even in a quantum union, there could be 3D factors that is stopping the person that God has for you from coming in. And there are a lot of unseen factors. Things are not visible, right? But what God has to remind you, though, is all you do is continue to work on your soul's purpose, right? Not why you single, not why you lonely, not why this is happening to you, right? Understanding that life happens for you to make the best decisions for yourself at the time, right? And when you do that, you start making decisions that are self-serving, not self-sacrificing, and then you call your person in. It starts with you being a better you first, y'all. I didn't get to the king by sitting there doing nothing. I got to the king by walking in my purpose. I was already on YouTube, TikTok, all of that stuff, right? You got to understand narcissistic people, y'all. See, whoever this is, it's heavy, y'all. This thing say, not only do I have a puppet master, I got puppet master, unseen factors coming together, narcissistic, and cascade. I heard death magic. See, y'all got to understand real spiritual warfare. And a lot of times I don't go real deep, which is why I'm changing my messages, because sometimes y'all got to understand it is real warfare when you come together with your person. Why? Because y'all shake heaven and earth. See, don't nobody care about you shaking heaven. They care about you shaking earth. What is that? The matrix that we live in, right? So if you know that your divine union is one that is supposed to do what? Shake heaven and earth, then you will understand that there are unforeseen or unseen factors of people, situations, influences that are trying to stop you from coming together with your person. See, there's a narcissistic person in the background who has a constant need for admiration. Whoever this person is, it's like they keep doing stuff to make your person go back. Like, go back to the house and go get this. Go back over here and go get that. Go look over there. Like, I see somebody continuing to look back, but this controlling person, it keeps calling them. Because it's like a constant need for attention, a constant need for admiration, right? This is someone who they lack empathy, manipulation. Like, they want to seem like they're important to your person, more important than you, is what I heard. So they exploit you as well as others for their own personal gain, right? So that your person will never recognize their traits, and then they will never protect themselves. But it's at the point that you recognize this divine feminine that you just go to war. What is that? Pray. Because you always see what they can't see. I've always seen the narcissistic controlling people around my king. I just have. I ain't going to tell him that this person this and this person that. I don't do that shit. That shit is what? Played out at the bottom of the deck. You don't do that shit. All you do is go to war in the spirit. Why? Because you know how powerful you are. I don't need to tell him nothing. I just need to pray. Somebody, the last time was the last time. Yeah, I don't know. I just looked up and last time is on. Hold on. Let me see what this is. What's last time? Yeah, girl, I don't fucking make it up. That thing say stronghold. Somebody tried something one last time with your person, and now that thing is done. This was a stronghold, though, y'all. Somebody had a lot of control over somebody. Like, I'm talking about a whole stronghold. Somebody had a lot of control. Yeah. See, this is a fallen. Come on, y'all. I can't make it up. fall from grace. See, this is someone who took their own fall from grace because they did not do, this is what I'm hearing God say. They did not do what it was that they were supposed to do. Whatever this is, they've taken some type of fall from grace though. In your person's eyes is what I heard, because this is someone who your person could have held on some type of pedestal, or like some type of this person can't do no wrong or something like that is what I'm picking up. But this is the stronghold spirit that was on your person, and that spirit has taken a fall from grace. Yeah, the last time, I don't know what happened the last time, but I just keep hearing last time, and whatever happened the last time is done. Yeah, see, your person was afraid of this person because they were always watching them, y'all. Always, I see somebody's phone ringing. It's like every time you and your person together, this person call. And it could be platonic, y'all. I ain't talking about a third party. For some of y'all, maybe. Because it's like this person is always watching some type of way. But this is spiritually, y'all. And it was almost like your person was afraid because they just didn't know how this narcissistic, crazy person was going to act. Because this person has such a stronghold on their life. Like, this is someone who was actually afraid of this person, y'all, in some ways. And I don't know. And the only time you're afraid of somebody, y'all, is if it's a parent, mother figure, father figure, someone you have children with, someone with some type of authority is what I'm picking up. Like, this would have to be someone with authority. Or some type of authority. Even if it's a boss or something, y'all. I don't know. But this is someone who was actually afraid. They really were afraid. And they were afraid also of revealing their true selves to you. Because it's like if they told you who they really are, then you will understand who this person is what I'm hearing God say. So for example, if somebody truly tell you about their childhood trauma, then you're going to see who their mom and daddy is. Let's be clear, right? So a lot of times this is someone who was afraid also of revealing themselves to you, because it's like the deeper they tell you about their childhood, their trauma, then you can truly see the people around them, y'all. And sometimes you got to think the king is going to protect you from that kind of stuff. Like, they don't want you to be able to see, but they don't understand. You already see, child. Because that's the gift that you have, right? Collective, you got to understand the gift of a seer, right? And people that listen to me, y'all are seers. Y'all know who my audience is, right? Y'all are seers. So what you got to understand is when you are in a divine union, why? Because I channel twin flame messages, which means that you're a seer, right? So you got to understand you already see it. It's like this person was afraid to show you their fears. Yeah, whatever those fears are. It's like they could drop little hints as to like what took place, or little things, like little token here, little thing there, right? They tell you little things, but they never completely truly open up. It's like they wanted you to follow the trail, because they knew if they truly told you everything, that this person would have a whole fit, y'all, temper tantrum. I'm talking about breaking shit. Someone could be an Aquarius. Someone could be an Aquarius. See, it's like your person couldn't just outright tell you everything, because this person was always watching. Like, you got to know this person, collective. Like, this has to be a mutual person, because this person was always watching, but they crazy. And they was trying to keep your person like blindfolded, or just following them blindly, because they were trying to manipulate and control this union from coming together. Like, literally puppet master in the background. And it was literally keeping your person afraid. But it's a dual fear. Like, I heard twofold, right? Because they were afraid of this person, but then they were also afraid to tell you what was going on, or to get deeper with you about the trauma. I want to kick it until midnight. Yeah, this is LMA. I'm thinking you're crazy. Somebody's been thinking a lot about their past, y'all. I got thinking and time machine, going back in time. And what they've been doing is analyzing why they keep running, and what it is that they need to release in order to have a new life with you, y'all. Because these people, envious as the fuck. I can't make it up, y'all. This is an envious demonic influence. Some woman, child. Somebody could wear their hair up in a bun, always online, always stalking. This is heavy demonic influence, y'all. I got to put that over here. But your person, woo, 1111 wake up call with judgment behind it, y'all. This is a good ass reading. Somebody. 1111 wake up call with judgment. Oh, this is real love. Yeah. Somebody saw your halo. Yeah, that's what I just heard. Somebody saw your halo, y'all. Somebody saw the God in you is what I'm hearing. See, whoever this person is that was throwing a temper tantrum in the back, it don't even matter anymore because somebody began to think about their past. They had to go back into time. So it's something about their past, something about going back in time. And they were holding on to some type of wounds from the past. And they knew that they had to cherish the journey of today. But in order to cherish the journey of today, you have to heal the pain of your past. That's what I just heard, right? In order to face the journey that you're on today, you got to heal old wounds, past wrongs. And whatever these past wrongs and wounds are, they have been keeping somebody running. A soul that's always running and avoiding its own truth, not your truth. And that's why I tell you, y'all, if somebody is running, they ain't running from you. They're running from their own truth. And when you understand that, you'll stop putting the energy into that and put the energy back into yourself. Because this is someone who has been avoiding their own truth. And they had been running. And this is what they had to release. Someone could own a horse ranch or want to own a horse farm. Someone could be a cowboy. Someone could live somewhere on a ranch or near where cowboys and cows and horses and shit are, right? But this is someone who is ready for a new life, y'all. Wake up call with judgment under that. Yeah, you gotta take a closer look because this is someone who was running from their shadow, not you. I got Cancer energy, and this is someone who sends a lot of telepathic messages through love, through music. But this is also someone who has been heartbroken. See, they've undergone some type of profound sorrow, right? Profound sorrow. And it had to allow the door to be open for them to heal and to grow. But in order to do that, they had to embrace the pain because the pain guides you to being stronger and wiser. And if you want someone to hear you, understand you, and see the crazy ass people around them, you got to be able to give them the time to heal. Because embracing that pain is what then guides them to being stronger and wiser. And wise, right? Wisdom is what allows you to see manipulating people, right? Deceptive people. But it's through wisdom. And unless you let them heal, Leo energy here, then you're only fighting Pisces energy as well, right? Something that can never work. You got to stop fighting against it. Somebody, you got to build a bridge in your union is what I just heard God say. You got to build a bridge. You got to be the bridge builder in your union. Somebody got to do it. And if they don't have the wisdom or the strength to do it, and somebody who got this right here, y'all. And I may save this for the next message. I think I am, y'all. Catch the next message. It's going to be a part 2. Yeah, I just heard God say that I'm going to rest for about an hour in between. And I'm going to channel this next message because we're going to see what this is, y'all. See, there is a envious person in the background that has a heavy demonic influence on your person. Y'all want to know what the T is? We'll talk about it in the next one, y'all. Love and light as always, y'all. The Lady Empath, 1111.